Building healthy relationships between nations is one objective for training exercises like Tendon Mondial, recently concluded in Central Asia. Gail McCabe brings us some insight on additional motivation for military exercises in Mongolia.
Okay. And we are delighted to be here and honored to be here today.
It's a greeting destined to be repeated several times over the next week. The words in themselves, a gesture of goodwill, an explanation. Colonel Peter McEwen calls it cultural courtesy. McEwen is one of 18 American soldiers transplanted to the outer edges of the Gobi Desert. They represent all facets of the U.S. Army, reserves, National Guard, and active duty.
That helps a lot.
They're part of a larger joint team of Mongolian and American medical practitioners. Together, they represent Tendon Mondial 5, a military exercise based on health.
There is a strategic goal that we can talk about, what I term winning the peace, building the relationships.
Exercise Tendon Mondial is a relationship based on a theater security cooperation initiative between U.S. Pacific Command and the Armed Forces of Mongolia. Traditionally executed by U.S. Army Pacific, the annual event is designed to strengthen collaboration between the two armies.
Promoting democracy around the world through security systems.
Lieutenant Colonel Matt Schwab is defense attaché at the American Embassy.
That's just good. That's good business.
Half of Mongolia's 3 million population live in the capital city of Ulaanbaatar, commonly known as UB. 2/3 of the total population are under age 30, and while there are visible signs of economic progress, according to Schwab, 75% of UB's inhabitants live without direct in-home access to running water or electricity.
It's a challenging environment. Compared to Western countries, there's a lot of chaos on the street, and so that's what we're doing here. We're trying to help them. So security assistance in the military is just one pillar of that kind of relationship.
Gail McCabe, Mongolia.